5 poses, and we're going to do counter poses and some prep poses with that. And then we'll end with our relaxation pose. So that's it. Fascia. That's it. We're done. Let's go home. So fascia, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but let's just say we want to hydrate it. We want to feed it good nutrition, and we want to move it. So slow gliding movements is good for it. And you can hold poses and you can keep moving. So we're going to do both, and let's get started. So we're going to start with some cat and cow standing. So we're going to bend the knees, hands to the front of the thighs, dip the chin. This is our exhale. And then we're going to inhale, looking up, rounding the spine the opposite way. This is kind of a back bend. This is our cow pose. And then back to cat. And just back and forth between them, moving nice and slow. Just feeling the spine starting to warm up. Excellent. We'll do a couple more. We're not in any hurry. Excellent. All right. So next, let's do a little twisting. So I'm going to bring my feet out a little bit wider, and I'm moving away from the wall a little bit. So we're just going to bring the arms out wherever comfortable and just back and forth. You can add the full arm in, or you can just leave the arms out straight. Whatever feels necessary today. Excellent. All right, we'll let that go. And then I'm going to add in laterals here. So we're just going to inhale one arm up, exhale, bring it back. And again, moving nice and slow. And going just as far as is comfortable. So maybe you're not going over that far, maybe just here, or maybe you are more warmed up and you can go a little deeper. And you also might find one side is a little bit tighter than the other. That's what I'm finding. And you might notice where you're feeling this, in the shoulders or in the hips, maybe in the rib cage. Excellent. All right, we're going to let that go. And we're going to come into our first pose. So we're going to do forward folds. And we're going to do them dynamically. We'll hold them for a bit, and we're going to add a little bit of twisting in here with them. So a couple of things to keep track of. Check in with the feet, see where the feet are. Check in with the knees. We want to keep the knees soft and supple so we're not hyperextending anything. And then maybe notice how the hips feel that's where we're going to be doing our bending from. So not at the waist, we're not bending the spine over, we're hinging at that hip joint. All right, so the arms are all where you feel comfortable having them. So I'm going to do a bunch of different options with the arms, and you're going to see what you like. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to come back here a little bit. So we're just going to inhale, bring the arms up, and then we're going to exhale and hinge forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, come back up. We'll just play with this a couple of times. Exhale, coming over. Inhale, coming up. I'm just feeling that nice, smooth, slow movement. All right, so let's bring the arms back down by your side. And then we're going to add our half lift in here. So a half sun salutation, if you've done that before. So we'll inhale, bring the arms up, hinge at the hip, exhale, fold forward. Front of the hands come to the front of the legs. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold forward. We'll inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, arms come down. So we'll just go ahead and do this for a little bit. Go nice and slow again. Inhale into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale back. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the arms up. And exhale back. Excellent. Our next one, we're going to add a breath into that halfway lift. So we'll stay there for a pause. Full breath, maybe a couple if you like. All right, here we go. Inhale, bring the arms up, hinge at the hips. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Nice little bend in the knees. And crown of the head goes forward, tailbone goes back. And we'll take an extra breath or two here. And then on your next exhale, fold back down, bend the knees. Arms can come out to the side and up, or straight up, however you like. Exhale, fold forward. We'll do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Take a couple breaths here. Feel that extension in the spine, head one way, tailbone the other way. We'll take one more breath. And then exhale, release. Arms can come out all the way up. Let's do that one more time. So we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And feel that extension, head one way, tailbone the other. Beautiful. And then let's exhale down into the fold. Arms can come up or out. Inhale. And then back to center. Nice. All right, let's do our second pose. Oh, you know what? We're going to do some arm twists with that. All right, we're not done with forward fold yet. So I'm bringing my feet out wide. You're welcome to do that or keep them where they were. And we're going to add a twist in with this. So we're just going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And then you can bring one arm over to that opposite leg. Bring the other arm up or on the hip, wherever you like. And then bring that down. Walk over to the other leg. You can bring that other arm up, hip, wherever you like. Bring it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do that one two more times. So we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk over to one side. You can bring that arm up. A little twist in the rib cage. Back to center. Walk over to the other side. Bring that arm up. Excellent. We're going to inhale. Bring it up. Arms come down. And then let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Walk over to the first side. You can lift that arm up, looking under that arm. Arm comes down. Walk it over to the second side. That arm comes up. Excellent. All right, walk it back to center. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Yay! All right, so now let's go to that second pose. So we're going to do a low lunge. And we're going to do the same kind of thing, moving slowly. And I'm going to grab a little blanket for my knee that's down on the ground. So we're going to come down to hands and knees. And we're going to do another little prep pose here. So we're going to do cat and cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. When you're in cow, try not to dump the belly to the floor. On the exhale, pull the belly button in and up. Excellent. All right, so I have blocks here, and you're welcome to use them if you want. If you don't need them, that's totally fine. You can also do this kind of in a chair, seated, and then with one leg forward, the other one back. All right, so we're gonna bring one foot out in front and then center it in between the blocks. And we're gonna do the same kind of thing. So we're gonna inhale, bring the arms up, and then exhale, bring them back down. And then inhale, bring them up. You can bring the pelvis forward. Exhale, bring it down. You can also pick a position that you like with the arms. So we're just moving fluidly here for a moment. Excellent. All right, so let's come in. We're gonna inhale the arms up, send the pelvis forward. We're gonna hold this for a moment, a couple of breaths. And then we're gonna come into a twist. So we'll bring the opposite hand to that bent knee, and then this arm can come back. Excellent. And then we'll do a reverse of that. Excellent. Bring it back. And then come down to the blocks, and we'll bring one arm up and back. And then the other arm up and back. If you want to come down to the floor, you can do that. We're just getting into all the different corners of the body to get that stretch. Excellent. All right. So let's do our other knee. So bring that one back. And the second one forward. And then we're going to add the arms. We'll inhale, arms up and back and up. Excellent. All right. And then let's do those twisty bits. So we'll bring one hand to the knee and then bring the other arm back. And then do the other side. And we can go lower to the blocks or the floor and bring that arm up. And bring it back down. The other side. Excellent. And then we'll bring that up. One final stretch. Oh, we got to hold it. We'll hold it up. A couple of breaths. And you might find just moving intuitively what feels tight, kind of dig in there. And one side might be tighter than the other, different spots. All right, let's go back to that cat and cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Excellent. All right, so we're going to take a moment and move the wrists a little bit. We're going to grab, if you want to do this seated in a chair, sitting on the floor, you can do that if the knees don't like to be up like this. So we're going to bring the hand to the wrist. We're going to twist and then open up the fingers. So we're pulling the skin away, like we're kind of putting a glove on, pulling the bone back and the skin forward, getting down into different layers, opening up if you want to add big movements. Oh, snap, crackle, pop, that feels amazing. All right, I'm going to shake that one. Go to the other side. You might have a side that you prefer. You can twist it out or in, and then pulling the skin like you're putting on a glove, and then pulling that bone back. Start moving that, and then adding dimension to where that hand is going. Excellent. All right, we're going to shake that out. And then we're going to come into downward facing dog. So we're going to do some moving while we're in here, not very much with the hands. That's why I wanted to open up the wrists a little bit, but we'll move the legs and the feet some. So, all right, we're going to walk the hands up a little bit, curl the toes, and then on an inhale, lift the hips up. And then we're going to start with walking our dog. Bend one knee, extend the opposite heel. And then coming up on the toes. And then let's pause here for a moment. Take a couple breaths in a stationary position. Pushing the hands in, feel the length of the spine, elongating. And then you can bring one foot in towards the center, bring that leg up and over, feeling the length. Excellent. And then we'll do the other side, up and over. And then set that side down. And then we can come through to upward facing dog, back to down dog. And then let's come into child's pose. If you want to add that cat-cow, back down to child's pose, you can do that. Or just stay in your child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees can come out nice and wide. The head can come down to the mat or stack the hands and rest the head on the mat. And let's take a moment and actually breathe into that into that back body. See if you can feel the ribs move. Excellent. All right, so let's come into gate pose. All right, so that's our next pose is gate pose. So we're going to add some twist into gate pose as well. All right, so let's start with the low one. And we're going to send that right foot out to the side. And we're going to bring this right arm up towards the ceiling. And if you can, that hair out of the way, looking up towards the ceiling, if that arm can go back a little bit further, because we're working with not, and maybe arm circles, if that feels okay. We're not working with just how a pose looks, but how that body is moving in time and space. All right, bring that down. We'll do it again. Inhale, bring it up. And then your version, you can extend that arm, making circles, move the head and the neck. Excellent. And bring it down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, bring that arm up, and then making circles. Maybe twisting the torso a little bit deeper. Excellent. Bring that arm down. We're going to tuck that right leg under. Send that left leg out. We're going to do the same thing on this side. And notice how it might be different. Bringing that arm back, looking up, maybe making circles. Excellent. And we'll bring that arm down. Let's do it again. Arm up. Making different circles, turning the pelvis a little bit. Nice. Bring that arm down. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, bring it up. Maybe the head moves this time. Excellent. And bring that arm down. We're going to bring that knee back in. And then if you have a block and you want to use the block, We're going to switch sides with the left. So we're going to do a high gate pose. So we're up on our knees this time. And if you want a blanket under your knees, that works. If you don't need one, that's fine too. So we'll bring that left leg out to the side. And let's do something similar. So we're going to bring this opposite arm up. And we're going to make circles around here. And then bring it over. And bring it back. Maybe twist to the back. Twist to the front. Over. Beautiful. All right, we'll bring that side down. Pause for a moment, and then we'll do it again. All right, so bring that arm up, making circles with the arm maybe, coming over, out and around, down, back, twist. Beautiful. All right, bring that arm down. We'll do that side one more time. Inhale, bring that arm up. You can go over, back the other way. Arm back, arm forward, and release. Excellent. All right, so we have the block here so you can switch knees. If you don't need that, that's totally fine. Or if you don't have one, you can come down to the floor to switch. All right, same thing on this side. We're going to lift that arm up. We'll start here and making circles. We'll come forward and going back, down, and then release. Let's do it again. Bring that arm up, over, excuse me, over. Beautiful. Come forward and back, nice and slow, and release. Excellent. One more time. Bring that arm up and over and forward and back. Maybe make some circles and then back down. Nice. And release. All right, so that was 4 of the 5 main poses. And next we're going to come into thunderbolt. So if you have knee issues, I'm going to recommend a block or 2. And what we're doing is we're coming into, so this is one option for thunderbolt pose. If you're not coming down that far, you can sit on a block. If that's too low, let's see if I can get you in here. You can come in here. Okay. And another option is if you have the space, you can come and sit on the floor. So I'm going to be on my heels. All right, so we're going to do the same kind of thing here, moving and doing maybe some twisting. So we're going to come up, come into a back bend, come into a fold, come back to center, and then step back down. So whatever height you're at, blocks or on the floor or on your heels, let's come back up, and then we'll twist to one side, twist to the other, back bend, forward fold, and sit. And let's do that one more time. Coming up, we can do our back bend, and our twist with the back bend maybe. And then forward, and release, and we'll come and sit. I'm going to turn sideways because we're going to come into child's pose. So big toes together, knees are wide. And then however you like your child's pose, arms out or hands under the forehead. And let's come back to that breathing in the back body. Excellent. From here, we're going to make our way onto our spine and come into our relaxation pose. So we're just going to do a little counter pose for that, and then we will rest in our final relaxation pose. So let's do the magic 3. So pelvic tilts. So we're tilting just the pelvis. Tailbone comes up, tailbone goes down. So we're flattening the lower back into the floor and then releasing up for that natural curve. You can get your hands under there to feel the difference. Excellent. And then we're going to bring the knees into the chest and nice and wide, kind of here at the end of class. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees out. Excellent. And you might be able to feel when you've come back to that symmetrical spine. If we did a bunch of twisting, coming back to symmetrical. And then we're going to bring the feet down to the mat, and your choice. You can keep the knees bent, feet on the floor, or extend both legs all the way straight out. And we'll bring the arms down by our side, palm tree arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Excellent. And maybe one or two more. And then release the legs and the feet away from each other. Arms can be down by your side, out away from the body. Palms up or palms down. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under if that's comfortable. And getting any last little wiggles out. And let's take some time here to really let the body relax. So big muscle groups, we'll just kind of look at that. So we're releasing the feet and the ankles, soften the calves, and release the knees. And then all the muscles of the thighs on the tops and on the backs, relaxing and letting go of any tightness that you're noticing. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Just let them relax. Let the tension roll off the body. Relax the upper arms. Release the elbows. Relax the lower arms. The wrists might be a little sore if you're not used to doing some of that stuff. Maybe if you want to roll them, you're welcome to do that, or just let them soften and relax. The hands and fingers and palms, the back of the hands, let them all relax. We're going to relax the throat and the back of the neck. And then that big joint in the head, our jaw. Relaxing and releasing any tension there. Smoothing the forehead and face. Letting go of any thoughts. Let go of gravity. The earth is doing it for you. Letting go of the breath. And we'll take the next few moments We're not human doings, we're human beings. So we'll just take the next few moments and just be. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. But if you're ready, coming back into awareness, we'll take a nice inhale and exhale. When you're ready, rolling over onto your right or left side. You can use that lower arm, little headrest. Take another breath or two here. And then when you're ready to come up, coming up with an inhale to a comfortable seated position. However that looks for you. Maybe sitting on the floor isn't the most comfortable. And thank you for joining me. Namaste.